Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. You see, thank you for your coming. JR Play, thank you for joining. I thank you, I love you so much. I never knew the mic was off, like was mute. Thank you very much. God reward you. Pastor Aziba is here. Okay, now let's go to preaching properly. You understand? Let's go to the preaching properly. Like I said, you cannot be a follower of Christ and you hate your neighbor. You cannot be a follower of Christ and you hate your fellow neighbor. You cannot be a follower of Christ and you hate your co-workers. You cannot be a follower of Christ and you say you don't like the work of God. I'm here to preach to you. Hello, Pastor Aziba is here. Tell your neighbor, tell your sister to log in onto YouTube. Pastor Aziba is here. So what is the bottom line of my preaching today? I said, the Lord said I should tell you that if you want to be holy in the presence of God, you need to what? Forgive your neighbor. Forgive your co-worker. Forgive people surround you. When you forgive, that is when God in heaven will listen to your prayer. Will listen to what you want God to do for you. You understand? Now let's look at example. Your neighbor that you see around you, your neighbor that you see around you, or people around you that you see, you understand? You don't love them, you don't help them, you don't do things that will make them happy, you don't do things that they will appreciate you, but you say it, let God help you. You say let God forgive you. You say let God do things for you. For what? How can God do things for you? Hello, Pastor Aziban is here. Tell your neighbor, tell someone that Pastor Aziban is here. You understand? Now I want to give you a scenario that you need to understand. You see, there was a man who need help from God. You understand? Hello, Pastor Aziban is here. Tell your neighbor, tell your brothers, tell people around you to log into YouTube. Pastor Aziban is here. You understand? Make sure you like, make sure you share so that more people will join us. You understand? Like I was saying, there was a man who needed help from God. You understand? He needed help from God. But his neighbor, people around him, his co-worker, he was having enmities with them. He doesn't help his neighbor, he doesn't help people around him, but he wants God to help him. How? God cannot help you when people around you have not helped them. Let me tell you how the system works. You see, God say, help people that you have seen. Now let's see your neighbors that were there. Maybe someone sick and is in the hospital. Someone sick, and maybe someone is with you as your neighbor. He doesn't have food to shop. He doesn't have food to shop, and you have not helped him. Maybe you go to church, you go to other places, and you give thanks to you give to charity, you give maybe to people, but your neighbor that are there, hunger won't buy them, hunger won't kill them. That's why the Lord said you need to like, first of all, love your neighbor first before any other thing. Hello, Pastor Aziban is here. Tell your neighbor, tell your people to join the life right now. You understand? Because you cannot say you love God that you have not seen, God that is spirit, and you say, hello, Pastor Aziba is here. Let me fix my cap. So, you see, if you want favor from God, I want to tell you this morning, I want to tell you this morning that you should please help your neighbor, help people around you. Pastor Aziban is here. Help people around you if you need help from God. People that you are seeing them physically, people that you are seeing them face to face. These are people that you help. The more you help, the more God in heaven reward you abundantly. You see, God is a principle person. You see, because you cannot say you want God to help you and you say, and you have enmities with people around you. Hello, how does that work out? It's practically, you understand. You see, because they say the Holy Book say when you help people around you, God in heaven will see you through. Now let's see how it works. For instance, if someone that's living with you, you help that person, God is seeing you. God will reward you when you help people around you. Hello, Pastor Aziban is here. Tell your neighbor, tell people around you that Pastor Aziban is here. I'm preaching. The bottom line of the preaching today is that forgive people around you. Because if you don't forgive, and maybe you want to pray to God, and maybe you are having enmities with people around you, you are having enmities with your co-worker, you are having enmities with people, God will never forgive you. No, this thing I'm not saying particularly to Christians. I'm saying it to humanity in general. If you know that you need help from God, hello, Pastor Aziban is here. Tell your neighbor, tell your people around you that Pastor Aziban is here. Learn to forgive. If you want God to help you, you learn to forgive. You cannot say you need help from God. Now, let's say, for example, me. You come across me and you say you need my help. There are some certain things I'm expecting from you to do. Please, let me take this time. If you are joining my life, please do where to like, do where to share, do where to what. Tell other people to join that Pastor Aziban is here. You understand? Because, like I was saying, there was this man. This man needed help from God. But even his wife, he was what? Having a beef with his wife. He was having beef with people around him. He was having beef with his colleagues. So when he go to church, when man of God was mastering, the man of God said, okay, you need help from God, but your people around you, you are having beef with your wife, you are having beef with your brothers, you are having beef with people around you, you don't help people. God say I should tell you that you should what? Learn how to help people. Learn how to what? Help people that are around you. The more you free your mind, the more God in heaven reward you abundantly. The word God give you a lesson here. Hello, I'm not saying that I'm holy, but I said as humanity, as lovers of Christ, I'm not saying, see, irrespective of any person you are, being Christians or Muslim, it is ideal that you learn how to forgive. Hello, my cap 1 to 4. You learn how to forgive so that God in heaven will help you. Anywhere you are watching me live now, I say, God say I should tell you that your problems will be over the more you forgive your colleagues, the more you forgive people around you, the more you forgive your colleagues, the more you forgive people around you, the more you free your mind. You free your mind. You free your mind. You free your mind. Jesus. Oh my God. Don't mind me. You know, the more you free your mind, the more you free your mind, the more God free you from the boundary. This guy, what did they worry you? What did they worry you? What did they worry you? You know the first, what did they worry you? So, what did they worry you? No, calm down. Yeah, you know what, calm down. Yeah, you know what, calm down. Back to the business. So, like I was saying, you can't place God that you have never seen, but you want to God to give you listening ear. Forgive, and God will forgive you. Forgive, and God will give you listening ear. Forgive, and God will be around you. You know, today is Sunday. We're supposed to be holy day. Today is Sunday. We're supposed to be blessed day. Today is Sunday. We're supposed to be great day. You know, you need to go to church. Give thanks to God. You know, but the bottom line, don't go to church when you have someone in mind. Don't go to church and pray or ask for God for forgiveness or ask God for blessing when you don't have. You are not free from your neighbor. You are not free from your people around you. God will not forgive you. I tell you. Hello. Learn how to forgive first. So that when you are holy with people around you, you are holy with your people around you before God will give you listening ear. Yes. Hello. Because God will give you listening ear. You cannot say that you want to help people. You want God help you, but people that are around you, you are having malice with them. How does it work? It doesn't work that way. Learn how to forgive. Learn how to forgive so that God in heaven will listen to you. You know, you see, sometimes I feel like, God, why this thing happen? Why this thing happen? Why this thing happen? But have you asked yourself why all those things happen to you? Because God is a principal person. Hello. God is a principal person that whenever you abide with his own principle, it helps you. You are having malice. You are not clear. Your peoples around you, your neighbor, you are having enmities. You don't talk with them. You don't have a free mind with them, and you expect God to help you. Now, today you still go to church. When you go to church and you say you want to pray to God, but the people around you, you are having enmities with them. You are having beef with them. You are having beef with them. Your brothers, even if you have wife, your wife, you don't talk with your wife, you don't forgive your wife, and you say you want God to forgive you. Who does that? Be clear with your neighbor. Be clear with your friends. Be clear with people around you. Please do well to follow me. Do well to subscribe. Do well to like. Do well to share. Do well to tell your neighbor that Pastor Aziba is here. Is here. Is here. You are blessed. When you join this life, the more you join this life, the more you bless. You know? Now, I want to take this time and pray and kabash right now. Shaka baba bara shara bare boka pasaraba rebaka sakari busuriba rabata raka shababa kubushiti raka bubarati rika pasha lubra raka seripa kasaba rakusuribasa libra baba baba kapasutori kareba ribasata reba rupare kese Zusaraba, Rabasaba. I say you are blessed. Anywhere you are, I prophesy that you are blessed. But before you will be blessed from the side of God, make sure you forgive your neighbor. Examine your mind. Examine your mind. Check your mind. And first of all, forgive people around you before God will forgive you. Before God will forgive you. You cannot say you want God to help you, you don't help your neighbor. You see the way now today what people are doing. You have neighbor that they are hungry. Hunger one buy them. You have neighbor that hunger one buy them. You have people that are having problem. Your neighborhood are having problem, but you will go to church, you go to an event, you go somewhere and donate something to people who does that. Help your neighbor. Be free with your neighbor. Have peace of mind with your neighbor before God will help you. That's the message that God said I should preach to you. You know, if you are listening and you don't forgive, I don't know how we want God to help you. I don't know how you want God to help you when you don't help people. You have enmities with your people. You are having enmities with people around you. The bottom line of this preaching is that learn to forgive so that God will hear your prayer. So that God will listen to you. You understand? Because you cannot say God should help you and you say this, that. Who does that? Please do well to share and like. You understand? Because you see, people need to know this. People need to understand this. People need to get it in their own thing square. See, God is ever ready to help me. He's ever ready to help you. He's ever ready to help us. But the more you do things the right way, God will help you. God in heaven will help you. You understand? Now, you see, you have money, you have money, you have money, you have money, but your friends, you know, they help them. How you want that happen? How you want God to help you? Hello? The more you do things the right way, the more God rewards you. Hello? Because, see, me, my own life, I, Pastor Aziba, my own life is this. That is very clear. I don't have enemies. I don't keep malice. When you think you have malice with me, only thing you go strong if you are close to me, I call you and tell you that, see, stop this. You know? Because sometimes the reason why God doesn't listen to us, the reason why God doesn't give you listening ear is because there are some things that you are doing that will not allow God to help you. There are some things that you are doing that will not allow God to help you. You understand? So if you are saying you want God to help you, you want God to help you, yes, do well. Do well and help people around you. Do well and help your brother and sisters. Hello. Because you can't say you want God to do this for you and just they misbehave. They have malice with people. They do anyhow. It is say God not to see you. It is say God in heaven not to see you. God is seeing you. Your activities, the way I'm preaching to you now, my reward is in heaven. You understand? But I said, God will only give you listening ear when you, as a human being, you learn to forgive. No. See, I've never seen a man on earth that doesn't want help from God. I've never seen a man on earth that doesn't want help from God. Everybody need help from God. Everybody need help from God. But you that you need help from God, you are not doing things the right way. How can God in heaven will help you when you are not doing things in the right direction? Learn to forgive. Learn to forgive people around you. Learn to help people around you. See, let me tell you the secret of attraction. There is something called law of attraction. You give out what you have. You receive what you have. Now, let's say you like to help people. You understand? The more you help people, the more God in heaven will help you. You understand? You can't just say, okay, now you need help, but your hand your hands are tight like this. You say you want help, your hands are tight. You see, when your hands are tight, things will be tight for you. But when you open your arms like this, things will open and things will open for you, and you see blessing will start to gravitate towards you. Just try and do things the right way. You understand? I pray you are blessed. I pray that today that you go to service, God will give you listening ear. You understand? Because see, you can't say God doesn't do that. God is not a kid. God is human. You understand? God is human. Like I was saying, there was something called law of attraction. You give out what you receive what you give out. You understand? The more you help people, the more people will help you. The more you help people, the more people will help you. The more you forgive people, the more people forgive you. Hello, Pastor Aziban is here. So just try your best and do things the right way. Just try your best and do things the right way. You see, because see, you can't just say, see, God is a principle person. God that you know. It's very simple. God is very simple. But when you do things, you are not doing things in the right way that God will help what you to do. You can't receive blessing. They help you. Say you want God to do things for you, but you are not doing things at the right way. Don't learn to do things the right way, so that God will be giving you listening ear. One principles of life is that you learn to forgive, learn to help people, learn to forgive, learn to have peace with people, so that God will have peace with you. Learn to have peace, so that God in heaven will have peace with you. You understand? You can't be having enmity, you can't be having grief with your neighbor, and you want God to help you. Today is Sunday. Please, if you are joining this live, please do well to like, please do well to subscribe before you go. Subscribe to my channel before you go. You can't say you love God and you are having enmities with your neighbor. Learn to forgive, learn to help, learn to forgive, so that God in heaven will forgive you. Learn to help, learn to forgive, learn to help, learn to forgive, so that God in heaven will forgive you. You understand? See, the law of attraction says when you give out something, you attract what you give out. If you need help from God, learn to help your neighbor. If you need help from God, learn to help your neighbor. If you need peace from God, learn to keep peace with your neighbor. Please try to subscribe to my channel before you go, because Pastor Aziba is here to impact you. Is here to bless you. You understand? As you are joining this live, it's not by coincidence. It is God that says you should come, so that you will receive your blessing. Tell your neighbor, tell your brother, tell your colleague, tell people that Pastor Aziban is here and is preaching. We are preaching. I'm preaching the word of God to you. Hello. You are blessed as you are watching this live. You understand? See, let me tell you. You see, God, God is a principled person. It's not someone that you will joke with. The bottom line is that just learn to help, learn to forgive. Learn to forgive. So that you will not be something that when you need help from someone and God will not listen to you. It's not good. It's very bad. You don't understand. It's very bad. The bottom line, you cannot say you want to have peace with God and you are not having peace with your neighbor. You are not having peace with your colleague in office. You are not having peace with your colleague in your working place. Learn how to practice this principle. God is ever ready to help humanity. God is ever ready to help people. But when you said You are not, you can't help. You are always having malice. This is how you work. When someone is beefing you, if someone is doing something to you, call this person and talk to the person. Call this person and let this person know that you are doing this, to me, and this is what you are doing that me, I'm not liking it. 1 minute, let me on my television. I'll be right back. Hello, sorry, I'm back. You understand? I'm back. You understand? Thank you for watching. Please do well to like. You understand? You do well, you like. No. You do well to unlike. Do well and forgive. Do well. No. Because even me, that I'm a human, there are some certain behavior that I'm expecting someone that wants something from me to do. You understand? Because you cannot just say you are God followers and you are here, and it's not okay. God said that is God's principle for you. You see, you will learn how to forgive first before God in heaven will forgive you. You can't say you want things from God, you want this thing from God, but in the long run, you are having beef with people. Learn to forgive. Learn to forgive people around you. Learn to forgive. Learn to what? Forgive if you want God to forgive you. How many people are watching? You can as well drop your question so that we can talk together. Drop your question. Drop your question. Yes, because you see, if let's say now you that you are watching, let's say now you are God. And this person is saying, okay, Lord help me, Lord help me, Lord help me, Lord help me. Let's say now you that you are watching, you are God, and you say, Lord help me, Lord help me. But you are not helping others. Say, God forgive me, God forgive me, God forgive me. But you are not helping others. How can God forgive you? God doesn't do things like that. God work based on principle. You learn to forgive. You practice forgiveness. You learn to forgive. Do have peace with your neighbors. As you are going to church, you pray to God. God will now listen to you. You understand? You can't leave people around. Maybe as you wake up this early morning, I don't know where you are watching, but if you wake up early in the morning, you don't tell your neighbor good morning, you don't talk with your neighbor, you don't greet people, you don't do this, you don't do that. It can never work like that. It can never work like that. Hello? So you learn to forgive. You learn to forgive so that God in heaven will give you a listening here. God in heaven will bless you when you do things the right way. You understand? See, many things that is going on this earth, I've never seen any man on earth that doesn't need help from God. All of us need help from God. So if you want God to help you, you do well and what? Do well to follow the principles of God. You understand? See, I don't want this life to be long, but at this juncture, at this point in time, I say goodbye. You understand? I say goodbye.
We declare in our giving that we put you in first place, Lord. This is part of seeking the kingdom of God and seeking his kingdom first. So thank you for your blessing on this offering.